Damon L. Jacobs. I'm here with Katherine Kelly Lang, one of the stars of Bold and the Beautiful for the past 25 years.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Did you ever think 25 years ago that we would be having this kind of celebration?
No. I mean, I just can't really wrap my head around it. 25 years sounds like a long time, and I've been here since day one, so, well, it is a long time. I mean, it seems like another lifetime ago, but it's really exciting, and, you know, the show's still as popular as ever, and I love being a part of it.
What do you attribute to B&B's success over the past 25 years? How has it sustained, and not only sustained, but grown in viewership in this past year?
Well, you have to first have some luck, but it's a lot more than just luck. It's also so much hard work, and everybody here works 110%, and it's just the right mixture of people. It's like if you're making soup and you're putting this ingredient or this vegetable and this, and all of a sudden it comes out fabulous. That's like what seems to have happened here. And then also growing with the times. You know, when Brad took over, he changed the show a bit, he updated it, he brought things that he wanted to bring into the show, and then still, you know, every year it keeps growing with the times.
Yeah.
You know, high def, all that stuff, and changing the fashion. Colleen Bell has gotten involved, besides, you know, helping Brad with the storylines, has gotten involved with the fashion. So they're becoming more up to date with the fashion and all the great things that, you know, really go into making a show that's successful. So.
And Brooke, because Brooke is one of these complex characters in daytime. She's not a, quote, villain, and she's definitely not a, quote, heroine, but we root for her.
Yes.
You know?
I always have tried to justify why I do something, and for some things that Brooke has done, you know, people think, oh, she's terrible, she's this and that, but I always felt that she kind of got herself in trouble not meaning to, and I believe she has a big heart and she is a good person and she wouldn't do anything maliciously. I root for Brooke. I think she's a great character and I love her. But she's grown up a lot too. She's, you know, now she's paying a little more attention to her family and her kids and getting more involved in their life and really caring and becoming a concerned mother, which she needed to do. It was time.
And I have to say, that's what I've noticed, and I don't mean to make this sound like a criticism, but with B&B, a lot of the characters we've seen over the years not always grown and changed and evolved.
Right.
Brooke, on the other hand, I feel has. I feel like she, in recent years, has grown up a lot.
Yeah.
We recently saw some scenes where she was talking with Ridge and reflecting on her life and how some of her choices had impacted Hope's choices. And I thought she had really, that just showed such a maturity and an evolution for Brooke in the time we've been seeing her.
Yes, and I think that's important because Brooke she seemed to keep making the same mistakes.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, when is it going to sink in?
Yeah.
You know, when is she going to be able to make a change and learn from these? And I think it also is good for people to see that, oh, you can make mistakes, but you can grow from them too. And, you know, once you make mistakes too many times, then the mistake isn't a mistake anymore. It's a choice.
Right.
So it's like, I didn't want Brooke to become about that. I wanted her to grow and learn from her mistakes and become, you know, a mature, smart, wise woman.
And I think that is the power of continuing storytelling. Daytime storytelling is for 25 years now. We've seen her make mistakes, but she has grown, she has matured, and she's never given up. She still holds on to love, she still holds on to hope, to be with Ridge and to have a happy life.
Right.
How do you do it? How do you still stay so enthusiastic and passionate about this work?
Well, it's not that hard. I mean, I love what I do, and I love the show, and I love my character, and I just look forward to getting those scripts every week and looking through them. And, you know, if I do feel bored sometimes, I'll try to do different things, or, you know, try to spice it up, change things up a bit. But it's not, you know, it's amazing because after 25 years, you think, oh my gosh, isn't it enough already? But no, it's. I still love doing it, and I still think there's so much to do, you know, and it's just really exciting.
How are you today, 25 years?
We are stunned and overjoyed and grateful. That's what we are.
What do you remember about that first day of shooting?
I remember being terrified. I remember being excited. I remember just wanting to remember my frickin' lines.
Did you?
I think I did. But I was terrified that I wouldn't. And I had a new character, a new show, and I wanted to do well, and all those things were molding around. So there we go.
What have been some of the biggest changes you've seen in the last 25 years in terms of the show and
character-wise,
Yep.
show-wise? We've gone from being this sort of playboy, the Ridge character, playboy, to the family man. He's now the sort of head of the family. And personally, I haven't changed at all.
Well, you're still the playboy. What needs to happen to keep serialized storytelling on daytime television alive?
I think ultimately we need to go to the internet and be visible there, and not worry about whether it's going to show at a certain time in daytime. And I think nighttime is going to have to do the same.
Right.
I think the nighttime shows, having them play at a specific hour, is going to eventually go away.
Right.
You'll be able to watch them when you want to watch them. And they'll be on every week like they are, but you'll be able to choose when you want to watch them.
Yeah. There's a lot of independent productions now that are being told exclusively on the internet, and some come from daytime television, and some are just producers and writers who are just kind of creating and putting their own thing out there on the internet. And at the website I work with, we celebrate and honor we have an award ceremony in New York every year, and honor that craft. Would you ever consider being part of an independent soap if that ever came your way?
So yeah, I'd be up to doing that. I'm even thinking about doing it myself.
I heard that the cast is going to Italy soon. Are you excited about this?
Oh, yeah, Italy has always been one of our favorite locations, and now we go to Apulia.
Where's that?
It's on the west coast, not the Sicilian side, the opposite side, the Adriatic side.
Now,
lovely, beautiful resort.
When you go to Italy, can you walk down the street without being mobbed? Aren't you like, I mean, you're already a rock star, but aren't you like treated like a rock star there?
We're treated like rock stars, all of us. Yeah, no, you can't. You got to have guards and bodyguards and people you got to do things carefully because the crowds gather really quickly.
Yeah. Do you like that?
It's fun, but at certain times when you just want to walk and have a gelato and that type of thing, it gets kind of difficult.
Kind of old. Okay.
But there are worse things in the world, you know.
Yep.
I don't take all that stuff very seriously.
What would you say is one thing you have learned from Ridge over the last 25 years? What's one thing Ridge has gone through that you've learned from?
I learned how to open a bottle of champagne correctly. And I learned how to tie a real bow tie. That's about it.
All right. So I'm here at the Bold and the Beautiful 25th anniversary celebration with the gorgeous, talented Hunter Tylo. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited. We're just floored that it's 25 years. They just blew by.
I know. Now, and you've been working in daytime on various shows before that.
Yes.
What is your favorite part about working on daytime soaps?
I think it's you just don't know what you're doing next. I like the excitement of you never know what's happening, first of all, in the storyline, but you never know what day you're coming in the next week. I kind of like that living, on the edge feeling. You cannot get bored. It's not like going to sit in a cubicle every day. So it's a fun job in that way for sure. You get a different environment all of the time. You have new people to work with. And there's always just something exciting happening.
Yeah. And your character, Taylor, has really gone through a lot of changes. She was, for a while, kind of the stable, predictable shrink. Now she's kind of got a few different...
Well, I think she always had a few screws loose, which is why she wanted to be a therapist and why she was interested in psychiatry in the first place. She had a lot of issues she knew that she needed to resolve, but I think we found a few new ones that came out over the years. And the thing is that being the daughter of a gambler, her father was a gambler, we should have known that she was going to have some kind of vice, and so it had to be drinking. But she's straight now, she's got it together as much as we can tell, and so we'll see where she goes from here.
Wow. And you started in 1990. Do you remember your first day on the set?
Yes, I do.
What was it like?
I remember I came there, I was only supposed to be there for a 3-month stint to play a doctor. From what I get, we never really totally defined it, but I believe I was an oncologist, but I had a psychiatry background, and I helped counsel people who were terminally ill. So I was counseling Caroline, Ridge's wife, who was dying at the time. And I was just supposed to be here for a short amount of time, and I came out to the set, had my lines memorized, and I remember them really going, okay, really, we want really no makeup, we want just like really played down, and you're gonna wear glasses because you're a doctor, and your hair's gonna be in a bun. And I felt really nerdy anyway. And so I go out and I look at the monitor, I see Ronn Moss and Joanna Johnson there on the screen, and they were like ridiculously beautiful. I just thought, these people aren't real. Oh my God.
Did you have doubts about that for yourself?
I was floored. I couldn't believe how beautiful these people were. and everybody that I met throughout the day one was more beautiful than the next. It was just like, I thought, I got to get some makeup on. Seriously.
Wow.
Seriously. But I love all of the people. They're not just beautiful. They're really amazing, kind family people. Everybody here really helps each other. There's on a lot of sets you can have some competition going on and a little bit of backstabbing kind of feeling, and everybody here has always just nurtured each other and really cared for each other. So we're really a good family.
Why do you think it's different here? Why do you think there's less of that here?
I think because it's a family business. It's ran by a family. It started Bill Bell Sr. and his wife, and then their children running it. It's just always had a family feel to it. And Bill Bell Sr. and Lee Bell, actually they set the tone for that, because when we would first have our get-togethers from the beginning of the show, from what I understood, it was like this. He would have parties at his home, invite everyone to his home, and literally treat us like we were part of the family. Literally treat us like that. And I know when he was alive, every year I could count on being invited out to they had a home in Malibu, and they would invite me out to the ocean. We'd do a barbecue cookout for my birthday. You remembered everybody's birthday. It really, you were treated, like you mattered, and all of the important dates in your life, they mattered.
Wow.
Even now, they remember our kids' birthdays and send cards. It's just like that. You don't see that anymore.
Right. Well, I want to say over the years, I have always admired your work, and I've also always admired how you've spoken your mind. And it's not always popular to do that, but I know in my own life that sometimes that, there's the rewards of being open and honest can sometimes override the rewards of being quiet.
Right.
Have you ever struggled with that, or have you ever... What kind of advice would you give to someone who wasn't sure if they wanted to express themselves or speak their minds about something?
Well, I think, that's something everybody struggles with, because your opinion isn't always going to be popular. The thing is that your opinion may actually be helping someone.
Yes.
And that's what you have to remember. If you can give any kind of point of view of something that's happened to you or that's difficult for you, and you know that somebody else may be going through it, it's worth it to do that. And you have to find your way to do it. If you do it in a hostile way, of course you're going to be met with hostility. If you can do it with love in your heart, that makes all the difference.
It's great advice. It's totally great advice. Okay. One more thing. I know that there's going to be a tour to Italy soon. You're going to be shooting in Italy. What's it like when you go?
I think I better go.
I think you better go?
I better get written in. I've gone there before. We've done a few different shoots in Italy, and Rome is definitely my favorite. I love it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful there.
Can you walk down the street in Rome without being totally mobbed? Like,
No.
I know you're like superstar.
No, when Ron Moss and I went there once, and he had to wear a wig, a mustache, and we
You wore
tied
a mustache?
bandana. Yeah,
I
so
wish
that
I had a
people
picture
would-
of that.
We do have a picture of that. I don't know if I'm going to let you see it though.
Oh.
but Ron actually has that picture.
Wow.
But we had to go in disguise, because the first 2 days we couldn't even go to lunch, and we wanted to go work out and go do stuff in between on our downtime. We were doing like a game show or something there. So we think we're going to go have fun time vacationing in Italy in between this other job, and it was a bummer. We had to go around looking like a guy and a girl in reverse. It was scary.
I want the pictures.